Welcome back, Deadites and Ghost Beaters. Today we're going to talk about the meta, the one team that stands out amongst all collections of teams in the entire game. But before we do that, if you like this Evil Dead content, please drop a like and a comment on the video below. It does help the channel, it does help the video, and of course, smash that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell for all Evil Dead and horror related content. And of course, if you're looking for people to play with, and we all can play together now, then check out that link in the description for our Discord. We have a very thriving Evil Dead community. Join in, find people to play with so you can avoid that random who wants to run off on you. Now, what we're going to talk about is very simple. We're going to talk about the best damn team in the game. And there is no team that comes close to it. I will show you another team tomorrow that has a completely different setup and is very, very good. But this is the team. If you haven't leveled any of these characters, I recommend doing it. And then finding a group of people who already have what you need. And there's going to be 4 characters, and we're going to show you right here. These 4 characters are what you want, and I'm doing here is showing you a level 25 version, a 25 Henry the Red. He is going to be your tank. He is going to hold down the fort, and you're going to basically feed him shields with your 25 Pablo. Now, while Henry is holding down the fort and reflecting damage and absorbing pretty much anything thrown at him, you're going to be boosting him as well as Army of Darkness Ash as DPS with Arthur. Arthur is basically going to be boosting your light damage. He's going to be boosting your heavy damage. And he's going to be using Wrath as well, so he's going to be increasing that even more. And basically Pablo's job is to pick off some stragglers and just keep feeding shields. And it is a tough team to beat. If you have full maxed out, you're going to have multiple different bonuses that you're going to be getting just from that. You're going to have Lord's Wrath. You're going to be able to keep that running, as every time he does a finisher, the Wrath will continue. That is going to eliminate pretty much all fear from Arthur. It's also going to boost the heavy and light damage of AOD Ash, who is still probably, if not the best player in the game, he is definitely the best DPS in the game, and his ability to just keep pumping explosions from those shields and locking characters up is going to make them very tough. Also, you still have the ability of Henry to just pop his complete ignorance, like literally will get 0 damage, but still be reflecting damage back at his opponents, and you can pretty much melt any boss, any possessed elite, any regular elite. It doesn't matter what you're up against. The perks just gel so well together with these 4 characters that it is an absolute nightmare for any demon that comes across it. Even a maxed out Eligos, even a maxed out Henrietta is really going to struggle with this team of 4 25s. Now, the reason I showed them as 25s is that way you get all the benefits from the character. You get Weapon Master Chainsaw and AOD, you get Wiseman's, you get Reflect, you get all Pablo's boosted shields and extra his El Brujo Special. You get all those bonuses that you get from full trees as well as their max 25 perks. And this team is really, really strong and just naturally synergizes together. Like, the 4 of them were basically designed to be an absolute monster. So you basically take the Army of Darkness team and you just give them Pablo, and it is really, really tough because he's still going to be able to use Shems to get heals. He's still going to be able to produce all those shields. And you have Henry to hold down the fort as just a pure tank. If you build him as a tank with a Pablo, he's almost impossible to kill. And even then, you can still spec into some of the DPS to absorb some of that bonus damage from Arthur's aura. So you have Arthur's aura, which is both heavy and light melee damage as a weapon master. It's just absurd what he can do when you put the 4 of them together. There is really no better team in the game. I wish there was, but it is strictly basically what were originally my top 4 characters put together on one team. When I did my initial listing of characters and my initial tier list, it was number 1 was Arthur, number 2 was AOD Ash, 3 was Henry, and 4 was Pablo. Even when I bring out a new tier list, and there might be slightly differences, all of them are still hanging around the top, and they all just basically lock into this ridiculously tough to beat group that I highly, highly recommend trying to play. If you can find a group of people, or if you can just join our Discord. As you can see, all these people that are listed here are all in my Discord. It's me plus 3 of my mates, but there was tons of different players we play with on a daily basis. Check out the streams. Join us on the channel. We have tons of people for you to grow up your characters with, as well as play as part of these meta teams. As always, thanks for watching, and later, mates.